What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Patriots Hub, your go-to spot for everything New England football. Today's episode is absolutely loaded, so buckle up because we're diving into some major storylines that are shaking up Foxborough and the NFL at large. We're talking Stefon Diggs and his comeback journey from a tough ACL injury, the ripple effect of Brock Purdy's massive new contract, and what it could mean for Drake May down the line. A quote from Mike Vrabel that might just define the new Patriots era, and some under-the-radar but super exciting data about second-round pick Trayvon Henderson that could be a sign of big things coming. This isn't just your average off-season chatter. We're talking real changes, new vibes, and a team that looks like it's turning a page on a rough chapter and writing a new one. Let's kick it off where most of the buzz is right now. Stefon Diggs! The guy came in with huge expectations as one of the Patriots' marquee additions this offseason. And while there's been some side noise about him being spotted at Madison Square Garden with none other than Cardi B, the real story lies in what he's been doing behind the scenes. He's grinding. He's pushing through the recovery from the ACL injury he suffered late last season when he was still with Houston. And that's the thing. Injuries like this, especially when you're an elite receiver past the age of 30, they're no joke. They can be career-altering, but that doesn't seem to faze Diggs one bit. In fact, in the team's behind-the-scenes docuseries, Forge in Foxborough, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out yet, you're absolutely missing out, Diggs opens up about what this rehab means to him. This isn't just a veteran trying to get back to form. This is a competitor trying to surpass everything he's done before. He's not interested in just getting back to his old self. He wants to be better than that. Think about that mindset for a second. This is a guy with over a decade of NFL experience who's played with the likes of Josh Allen and C.J. Stroud, who's been to Pro Bowls and made deep playoff runs. And he's saying, I'm trying to be better than I was before. That's not just talk. That's the kind of drive that sets the tone for an entire locker room. And for a team that's coming off a 4-win season, you need guys like that. The Patriots of last year are not the Patriots of today. That's not just optimism. That's reality. The coaching staff has changed. The entire vibe around the roster has shifted. There's a real sense of direction and identity being formed. You see it in the front office moves led by Elliott Wolf, in the leadership being instilled by Mike Vrabel, and in the kind of players they're targeting: high character, high effort, high impact. That includes veterans like Diggs, but it also includes how they're shaping things for the future. Now, speaking of the future, let's talk about Brock Purdy and what his headline-making deal could signal for a young gun like Drake May. So here's the deal. Purdy just went from Mr. Irrelevant to one of the NFL's top earners at quarterback. We're talking a 5-year extension worth $265 million with $80 million guaranteed. Let that sink in for a second. This is a guy who was the absolute lost pick in a draft, and now he's making top 7 quarterback money in the league. I'm sure people would debate if he deserves that, if it's Shanahan's system or the stars around him, but at the end of the day, none of that matters if you're winning games. And Purdy? He's done nothing but win. Regular season playoffs, even reaching the Super Bowl. He's shown up and done the job. So what does that mean for the Patriots? Well, if Drake May even comes close to the kind of trajectory Purdy's have been on, we could be having a very similar conversation in a few years. And here's where it gets real interesting. The Patriots have May under that rookie deal for at least 4 seasons. That's a golden window. If he takes off, and everything from minicamp buzz to coaching comments suggests he might, they'll be in a prime spot to build around him. But let's not pretend that rookie contract value lasts forever. Once the talent is proven, once the wins start piling up, the payday has to follow. Just like we're seeing with Purdy, it would not be out of the question to see May, 3 or 4 years from now, pushing for a $70 million per year extension, especially with how the salary cap keeps inflating. And let's not forget what that would mean. That's a fourth or even a third of your entire team budget tied up in one guy. That's what teams are doing now. Because when you have your guy, when you have the quarterback, you pay him. You don't hesitate. You build around that stability. That's the direction the league has gone, and it's only going to keep trending that way. So yeah, it's way too early to make predictions, but if May turns into what fans hope he can be, this front office better be ready to lock him up for the long haul and break the bank if needed. Now, all of this The Diggs signing, the May potential, even the front office moves, it all circles back to one man who's already putting his stamp on this team, Mike Vrabel. And look, we all know how weird the last few years have been for this franchise. The identity was lost after Brady left. There were flashes of the old Pats, but never the consistency. And last year, let's not sugarcoat it, 4 wins, just 4. That's not the standard here, not in New England. So Vrabel was asked directly about that, about last season, about how those failures might impact the team going forward. And his response? Pure Vrabel. He said, and we're paraphrasing here, but not by much, "Why the F would I care about what happened last year?" Boom. That's a statement. That's a culture setter. That's a coach saying the past is dead. It's all about what's in front of us now. And the players, they're buying in. Veterans are showing up to voluntary practices. Rookies are grinding to make an impression. The team's not just talking about change, they're embodying it. There's a reason Vegas now favors this team in 11 of their 17 games. That's not blind faith. That's recognition of real, tangible upgrades. On paper, this team looks like a completely different animal from what we saw last fall. Now, we can't finish this segment without spotlighting a name that could be lighting it up for the Pats this season, Trayvon Henderson. When the Patriots used the 38th overall pick in a draft to take a running back, a few eyebrows went up. Not because Henderson lacks talent, but because it was a bold move, especially with trade offers reportedly flying in for that spot. But the Patriots held firm. They saw something in this kid, and when you dig into the numbers, you start to understand why. Henderson isn't just your traditional between the tackles runner. He's a do-it-all back. He's explosive, he's got vision, and maybe most importantly in today's NFL, he can catch. In his final 2 seasons at Ohio State, he was targeted 53 times in the passing game. You know how many drops he had? Just 2. That's elite level ball security and consistency for a college running back. Add to that the fact he had over 300 carries in that span and didn't fumble a single time. And you've got the kind of reliability coaches dream of. That type of skill set matters a lot more than it used to. You're not just looking for a bruiser anymore. You need someone who can protect the quarterback on 3rd down, who can line up wide, who can split out into the flat and turn a short gain into a chunk play. Henderson can do all of that. And that's why the coaching staff was willing to dig in their heels and say no to multiple trade proposals for that 2nd round pick. They see something special, and they're ready to unleash it. And let's not overlook the symbolism of it all. Henderson was selected to attend the NFL's Rookie Symposium, a sign of both leadership and promise. The Patriots actually had 2 players chosen, which says a lot about the type of locker room they're trying to build. It's not just about talent, it's about character. Henderson embodies that. So when you look at the big picture, here's what you've got. A superstar wide receiver grinding to come back stronger than ever, a rookie quarterback with massive upside and a clean slate, a head coach who's not dwelling on the past, and a versatile, high-character running back with the potential to become a cornerstone. The Patriots might not be the team of the early 2000s anymore, but they're definitely not the team we saw last year either. This is a new era, and it's starting to feel like something real is brewing in Foxborough again. And here's the thing. When you start piecing all this together, the culture shift becomes undeniable. It's not just about personnel changes or who's calling plays on Sundays. It's about mindset. It's about guys walking into the building and knowing that last year's mess doesn't define this year's mission. You hear it in every interview, every quote that trickles out of training camp. There's urgency, there's purpose, and it's not just coach speak anymore. It's real. Oh, and that's why Mike Vrabel's energy matters so much. That quote, as raw as it was, might go down as the unofficial slogan for this version of the Patriots. He's not interested in rehashing failure. He's not sugarcoating 4 wins. He's about building something new. Right now with the guys who are here, who want to compete, who want to change the narrative. That's powerful. That spreads. And when a locker room buys into that, you start seeing it translate on the field. Of course, none of this means anything until the games actually start. But signs point toward this being a very different Patriots squad. Tougher, faster, more confident. And fans have every reason to be optimistic. Stephon Diggs didn't come here to fade into the background. He came here to lead. Drake May wasn't drafted to sit forever. He was picked because the franchise believes he can be their future. Trayvon Henderson wasn't a panic pick. He was the guy they had circled, the weapon they believe fits perfectly in their evolving offense. This isn't about rebuilding. It's about reloading. It's about resetting the tone in a city that expects more than mediocrity. And for the first time in a long time, the Patriots are giving fans a reason to believe that something special might just be around the corner. Whether it's Diggs fighting to be better than ever, May stepping into the spotlight, or Vrabel setting fire to the past and forcing a new standard, you can feel it. The foundation is shifting. The buzz is real. The pieces are coming together. And the rest of the league, they might want to start paying attention again. Because this Patriots team, they're done being overlooked. And they're just getting started. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The New England Patriots are on the verge of a new era with the arrival of Ja'Marr Chase, a player whose impact is expected to be immediate and transformative. The talented wide receiver, known for his explosive speed, precise route running, and uncanny ability to make clutch plays, has landed in New England amid great anticipation from fans and analysts alike. Chase's addition to the Patriots roster signals not just a boost in offensive firepower, but a potential revolution in the team's identity and ambitions. Ja'Marr Chase, who quickly made a name for himself as one of the most electrifying wide receivers in the league, brings a rare combination of athleticism and football IQ that could elevate the Patriots' passing game to new heights. Known for his chemistry with quarterbacks and his knack for breaking tackles, Chase is expected to open up the field for New England's offense, creating more opportunities for explosive plays and sustained drives. His arrival could be the catalyst that propels the Patriots back into serious playoff contention, rejuvenating a team that has been searching for a dynamic weapon in recent seasons. The impact of Chase's presence goes beyond statistics. He embodies a new mentality of aggressive, confident play that aligns perfectly with the Patriots' strategic vision under head coach Bill Belichick and his coaching staff. With Chase on the roster, the Patriots can diversify their offensive schemes, challenging defenses with a versatile weapon who can line up anywhere on the field and deliver consistent production. His ability to perform under pressure and in critical moments adds an invaluable asset to a team eager to reclaim its status as a dominant force in the league. Fans and commentators have already started to envision the exciting possibilities that Chase's skill set brings. His previous performances, marked by highlight reel catches and game-changing runs, suggest that he could become the cornerstone of the Patriots' offense for years to come. Moreover, his presence is likely to energize the locker room, inspiring teammates to elevate their own games and embrace a culture of winning and resilience. The arrival of Ja'Marr Chase represents a bold statement of intent from the Patriots management, signaling their commitment to building a championship-caliber team. In the competitive landscape of the NFL, acquiring a player of Chase's caliber is a game changer. His combination of speed, agility, and football smarts is rare, making him a sought-after asset for any franchise. For the Patriots, this move could mark the turning point in their quest to return to the pinnacle of the sport. As training camp approaches and the season draws near, all eyes will be on Chase to see how quickly he adapts and begins to make his mark. The excitement surrounding his arrival is palpable, promising fans a thrilling season ahead. Ja'Marr Chase's debut with the New England Patriots is more than just a new signing. It's the beginning of a revolution. With his talent and drive, he is poised to reshape the team's offensive landscape and ignite a new chapter in Patriots history. As the NFL season unfolds, Chase's impact will be measured not only in yards and touchdowns, but in the renewed hope and energy he brings to one of football's most storied franchises. The Patriots have made a statement. A new era has arrived, and it starts with Ja'Marr Chase. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.